Look so good like that. Anyway, hi y'all. Sorry for the tardiness and sorry for the extra day of preparation, but we gonna get right to the episode because I got so much to say. And I was just so irritated with Tyler Perry, my fellow Virgo Tyler Perry child. I'm irritated and I've had enough. I've had enough. So we pick up from last week's episode when Miss Honey Cabbage goes into Zach's house and she
Who is
arrests
Miss
Zach,
who is Miss Honey Cabbage?
the FBI agent lady, whatever her name
Okay,
is.
okay. The FBI agent lady, keep going.
She go into Zach's house and she arrests him. Now I got law enforcement people in my family. I ain't never heard no cops just arresting somebody without reading them their Miranda rights. But these people ain't tell Zach nothing. All they did was come in.
Well.
You said too many wells.
I guess speaking from experience. When they came, well, when they came to arrest a certain family member of mine, you know this family member. They didn't read him his Miranda rights either. They told him they they raided the house, and then they was like, what's those boxes? And for those of you that don't know, those boxes were my diapers, which I don't wear no more. But anyway, they didn't read him his Miranda rights either, unless they did it when he got downtown. They don't do that if you black. I'm just telling you.
So then Zach is asking the FBI agent lady what he been arrested for, and she
And they
like,
and they're not gonna tell you that. They're
and
not.
and she's not giving him no information. She just said, "Put your hands behind your back. You under arrest." So
Excuse me, y'all. I gotta get me a beverage.
while he getting his beverage, let me finish telling y'all what happened. So he's screaming and yelling to Jake, which is his new friend. Talking about call Fatima, man. Make sure you call Fatima, man. As they dragging him up out the house or whatever. So moving on from that, we get to Karen and Aaron. Now Aaron shows up at Karen's salon again. He shows up again at the salon and he goes in to talk to Karen about the timeline that he sent her last episode about the baby or no baby, because we don't even know if it's a baby girl. And she keeps saying that it's not Aaron's baby, it's not Aaron's baby. She keeps telling Aaron that it's not his baby, whatever the situation
But she
is.
does. But I'm back from drinking my beverage, which was ginger ale.
So,
She does not. She does not know if she don't know who baby this is.
so
Cause she's old.
she
She's
basically, while
old.
he's
I
being
said that
ghetto,
she's
I'm just
she's
going
old. She's old.
see, he
So,
that guy in the movies. He the guy in the movies that be yelling at the screen thinking that the people can hear him. But moving on. Um, as Erin is leaving her shop because I guess they, got done talking or whatever. Pam was like Erin outside in the car and he crying. And she like, oh my God. So she goes out to where Erin is. And I'm like, and she talking to Erin through the window. And yes, I said window. Leave me alone. She
window,
talk she talking to Erin through the window. And then
window.
she's talking to him he started saying how much that he wished that she would just be like, leave me alone, don't talk to me no more. Because if she said that, then maybe he could move on with his life, whatever y'all got to do. So, so then Karen in her southern voice was like, I don't want to do that, Aaron. You know, we could be friends. Ooh, not that we could be friends.
After you done slept with him
Like, and
and
I,
possibly got a baby by him.
like,
But
so
okay,
he's just heartbroken, all broken up into pieces, honey. So he drive away, he crying, he upset. Child.
he better
So
stop crying
then,
before he's in an accident.
so then we get to this thing where, child, I got to preference my comments because this scene right here, I don't have enough and tired. I wish they killed this man, choke him to death, throw him down some stairs, do whatever y'all got to do. Just get rid of him. So we get to Q and Maurice, and Q is at Maurice's house, just chilling, like do. He's just chilling without a care in the world. And Calvin come in looking like, what you doing here? And he looking like Maurice on his way home. He know I'm here. So Calvin thinks something up, so he called Maurice and he like, I ain't tell Q he come there. Q need to get out. So Calvin put Maurice on speakerphone so Q could hear him or whatever. Cause it's
Mhm.
all food.
Did
Like,
he leave? Did he get out? That's the question.
yeah, I think he left. I think he threatened to call the police 2 million times. I think the nigga finally got out. I'm like, oh my god.
My beard is growing in, y'all.
See,
Can't try to.
this is the messiness of the gays, and this is why no ma'am. Um, so then we get Bio, and he African. That's why his name Bio, y'all. Yeah, you know them people that believe in having 3 or 4 wives. Yeah, them people. So Bio comes into the empty bank.
No, 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 no. I have to stop you right there. No, that's where I have to stop you. All them people, like my stamp, they don't believe in that. They're African, so stop doing that. What did I tell you about that?
I do what I do when I want to. But anyway, before I was rudely interrupted by the man on the left, talking about my stand, anybody talking about them? Anyway, um,
Because you're
bio.
you're classifying one group, and everybody don't want
Okay,
several wives.
I didn't
You're
say that I wasn't classifying here. I'm certainly classifying. I didn't hide it. Classification, classify, classifying. You like, what did I tell you? Like, he tries to be so authoritative, knowing that he be talking about them. But anyway, um,
I do, but I don't talk about them in that way because they tell me that they don't want more than one wife.
but it's all different types of Africans. And Bio is one of the Africans that do that. He always jumping the gun. See, he always dun dun dun, Captain Save a nigga. But anyway, so Bio is like, hey, I just wanted to give you a proper apology. And I ain't gonna lie, y'all, Bio,
Bio Bio was the same person that fought Kelvin.
yeah, at the restaurant.
Okay.
That's what
Bio,
Bio is.
bio. Thank you for giving Kelvin that apology. Don't
He
honor, and this is a lesson, people. Don't automatically assume because when you automatically assume, you make an ass out of yourself. But anyway, go ahead.
So Bio comes up to Sabrina, and
Did he apologize to Calvin or did he
no,
apologize?
he just apologized to her. He didn't say nothing about Kevin.
See, I don't like you, Bio. I don't like you because you need to apologize to Calvin,
For
and I'm
what?
not gonna like you until you do
For what?
because automatically assuming that he's
Okay, so the world ain't gonna fall over because
automatically you can't automatically assume things because when you
okay, you can't
automatically
automatically
assume
assume it, but he did. Okay, move on. Emotional cancer. Can we move on? Can we move on?
see you gonna stop coming for hashtag team cancer because we can turn you know this we can turn
But
into the
yes, but you like
emotional
we can't.
emotionalist. We can turn that off.
Okay, you can turn it off, but it's on right now because you like he should have apologized because he assumed that he was that. Okay, the
He
world ain't
auto
gonna fall
okay
down.
he automatically assumed that
Okay, out.
and the only reason why he apologized to Sabrina is because he likes her.
Okay, oh, okay,
Have we not realized that?
but if you want Bio to apologize for assuming that Calvin was Al, then why Calvin ain't gonna apologize for hitting Bio in the head? I'm trying to understand here. Like you
No,
talking about,
because that's anybody. That's anybody.
well, then how can you say one deserves an apology but one don't? Like,
Okay, okay, okay.
like he deserves an apology because girl, the world ain't gonna fall out. Like he just, oh my god, emotional. Like y'all, and then we get to the scene with Indy and Karen at the salon, and he pulls up in that car like skirt skirt. She pulled up in that car. She pulled up in there like so she go in to talk to Karen about she wanna go to the doctor with her when she go to the doctor. And she like, Karen, I really wanna go with you, whatever. Like and she like, yeah, okay, you can go with me. And you like, when they gonna make the appointment? And she like, I guess whenever they can, I suppose. And and, and she just was like, she was asking Gary, I mean, she was asking Andy, do she like the penthouse or whatever? And she was like, I love it and da da da. And child, this episode was really a filler because next week I hunt. Oh wait, let me go back. Zach get to the station They give him a paper, and one of his lawyers give him a paper like, here, read this. Now, of course, we don't know what's on the paper or whatever, but it's obviously something that hurt him because he was like, I can't believe this. How it's even possible. And now Zach kept telling Jake to call Fatima, but he said something interesting like, I don't think you want Fatima to know this. And I'm just like, I wonder if it's child support for a child that he didn't know he had because it couldn't be about the stock stuff because Fatima already know about all that stuff. So it couldn't be about none of that. So that was the episode in a nutshell. I don't know where Bay is. I don't know what happened to Bay, but um, I'm gonna get out of here because I don't know what happened to him. I pretty much gave out the episode. Oh, there he is. I was supposed to say what? I don't finished up the whole thing while Bay was gone because see,
What happened? What I
I
missed?
want to know what was on that paper that Zach lawyer gave him. And Jake kept telling Zach that because Zach kept asking Jake to call Fatima and when he was at the station. And Jake made a comment that I thought was very interesting. And he said, I don't think you want Fatima to know this. That's why I don't think it has anything to do with the stock per se, because
So
Fatima
do you?
already
So,
know everything
but babe,
about
but babe, but babe,
that.
but babe. Okay, so do you think? Okay, so do you think it might have something to do with the fact that Fatima set that guy up?
Either Hayden told the police that Zach beat him up, which the police ain't gonna go off of no hearsay. Like you gotta have proof that somebody actually touched you for the police to arrest you. So my thing is, I'm thinking that it's about a child because I think in that folder it might be a picture of a child in there that he didn't know he had, and he might have been arrested for back child support pay. That's what I'm thinking. Because one of Zach's exes, not Karen, by the way,
That that could that could be a thing. That could be
one,
a thing.
one of Zach's exes from a long, long time ago is friends with Fatima. Now, Fatima is unaware of this at this time, but we're gonna find more out when the Fatima series airs. We're gonna find more out about this, but obviously Fatima doesn't know that. Yeah, Zach, you stay one of your homies back in the day. Like, yeah, wait before he knew you. He knew one of your homies real good, push it real good. But of course, like I said, Fatima don't know this at this time. So because that's the only thing I could think that Zach would want Fatima to know. Because like I said, she already know about the money
She know
of
about
the,
the whole scheme.
she know about the stocks and all that. She's already aware of everything that's going on with that. So I don't think that that would be something that Zach needed to keep from Fatima. And the way Jake said that, like, bro, you don't want Fatima knowing this. That sounds like something that he needs to keep from her because it could damage what's going on with them. So we just gonna have to see on Wednesday because in the previews, honey, it's like I've been the woman that Karen is, but I've never went as far as Karen is going because we're gonna get another confrontation like thing with Fatima and Karen. Like Tyler Perry is starting to make these things a little bit too frequent because we just had that with the pregnancy thing, and now they both outside of Zach house, and she's talking about something. Why is he doing all this for you in a matter of weeks that he didn't do with me in 3 whole years? And I'm like, Jesus Christ, Karen. You know, sometimes when a man meets somebody new, they get the version of them that they ex didn't get. Happens all the time. Like I probably got a version of Raphael that his ex didn't get. I mean, I don't know. But I mean that happens. And you gotta let that go if you caring because it's like that's who he is now. I understand that's not who he was with you. But here's my thing. If your man's ex want him back, please let her have him and find you someone that's not still attached to their ex. Because I'd rather have a man that's not attached to his ex than to deal with the headache of your ex wanting to be with you. Even though you want to be with me and you don't want to be with her, that whole ex wanting you back thing is just a headache and it doesn't really go away.
It doesn't.
And it's just a headache of somebody else wanting your man, even though they know they ain't never gonna have him. That's beside the point. That ain't gonna stop her from wanting him, even though she ain't gonna have him. That's beside the point. And that was a situation where I personally,
It's just like Brittany that was sending me. Don't you remember? Yeah, all of that.
yeah, and that was a headache for me. And he's like, "Well, babe, I didn't say nothing back to her. I didn't engage with her. I didn't nothing." I'm like, "Babe, that's not the
Nothing.
point here.
Nothing. Nothing.
That's not the point here. The point is she's still on your heels because let's do this because we always do this real life stuff at the end of these reviews. If he wasn't with me and he was happy with someone else, I wouldn't be on his heels trying to get him back, sending him love songs, trying to do this. Like that's a headache for the other person. It's a headache. And it's like it almost doesn't matter if they don't want to be with their ex or not. If you have an ex like that, that's a headache because it's like you can never really enjoy the relationship the way you want because you're out. You always gotta worry about the ex talking about something. You know, if y'all break up, you don't go somewhere like
To me,
sometimes,
to me, to me, it don't really matter.
but that's because he's a guy though. Guys, you know, guys are like you can't stop people from feeling what they feel and blah 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 blah. And yeah, I know that, but I just believe, in my personal opinion, it's some exes you can't be friends with. Some exes are not gonna allow you to be their friend because they always gonna jump out the box. They always gonna try to get you. They always gonna try to look for that glimmer of hope. Sort of like what Karen is doing with Zach. Even though she know he ain't real good with Fatima, she's still holding on to that glimmer of hope that maybe one day he might come back. And girl, don't nobody want to be in that position either. It's just, you know, I'm an ex that you could be friends with. Because once you get into a relationship, I don't bother you. I barely bother you when you're not in a relationship. So once you're like, hey, I'm in a relationship, I'm dating, we whatever, okay, that's my cue to still be your friend, but set up boundaries. I set up boundaries myself. You don't never have to worry about nobody setting up boundaries for me because I set them up myself. Like, oh, he's in a relationship now. You know, we could still be close and cool or whatever, but I know it's certain lines I can't cross now because he's in a relationship. That's the ex that I am, and and this guy will tell you that that's what I am. But some exes you just can't be friends with. Like my current ex, child, we tried. We tried to be friends, but child, when somebody keeps crossing that line every time you try to be friends with them, it just don't work. And even though he knew me, this guy was good. He still felt comfortable crossing lines, and it's like I'm the type of person that I'm not going to keep having the same conversation with you about the same thing. So if you cross the line too many times, you just gotta go. Because we're not about to keep having these pep talks about, hey, you can't do that, you can't do that, you can't do that. I'm not that person. I'm not that person. I'm only gonna tell you a couple times, and if you don't listen, you gotta go. Period. But y'all, we gonna get off of here, and we will be back next Thursday for the Sisters
Episode 10.
episode 10. That situation outside of Zach's house is a food. And I'm gonna just say this before we go. If I was Fatima, I would not be fighting no Karen over no Zach. Tell him, ma'am, if you want him back that bad, bye bye. You can have him. I'm sure I could find somebody who's more emotionally available and ain't got attachments to their ex and all this type of stuff.
But
But
I
trust,
think Fatima, before we go, I think Fatima likes that
ooh,
because she
babe,
don't
explain.
because she don't have to be emotionally there for Zach. All she got to do is give him the sexual healing that he needs. She don't have
So
to be
you think that?
emotionally.
So you think? Oh, you about to make us get into a whole nother discussion because this is interesting. So you think that she don't want the emotional availability? She just want to be able to do what she do, and then Karen can handle the rest.
Exactly.
Um, I know some women that are, that way as well. I don't feel like dealing with his emotions. That's what you know, that's what somebody else is for. But I don't know. I think of Fatima, this is what I think about Fatima in a nutshell. I think if she was emotionally stuck with Zach, like if he didn't have Karen to deal with and she was stuck with just him, I don't think she would like that.
I don't think so either. So that's why I said what I said when I said it.
But do you think that but do you think that that's right though to just be in drama just for the sake of not having to take the accountability? Like, do you think that's
No,
right?
no, I don't think it's right. But in her eyes, apparently she does. That's why I don't be in these groups, honey. That's why I don't be in these groups, sweetheart. Because I'm gonna call it for what it is. And I know this a lot in these sister groups, they don't call it out for what it is.
Okay, I gotta say this or ask this question or pose this, and maybe we'll do a separate video about this. But have you been in that situation yourself to where you like being able to not emotionally be stuck because you don't have to deal with the emotions? One, you can.
Well, let me sit here and think. Let me think about it. So the only thing I can compare that to was when me and a certain individual had our encounter.
So you feel like there were no feelings,
On my side, absolutely not.
and that
Because
was okay for you to not
yes,
have feelings and just be like, okay. But why do you think Fatima doesn't want the emotional responsibility? Because you're painting Fatima as more of a manly, masculine type. Because women are about emotions and things. So that's
she
why I
she's
find that very
she's
interesting.
not. She's not. And I have to say that she is not.
So are you trying to say that her energy is more masculine than feminine then?
Yes, that's what I'm saying. Not what I'm trying to say. What I am saying is she's more on the masculine side. She don't need no man that has emotions that is like me.
So
She don't want
if Zach if Zach were to propose, do you think
I,
she would say no?
9 times out of 10, yes.
So basically, you're trying to say that Fatima is only with Zach because of the sex, and she doesn't want any of the emotional attachment.
Exactly. Exactly. You get what I'm saying. I'm so happy you do. Exactly. Because if she wanted some emotional attachment, she would not just be fucking him on every single episode.
I mean, yeah, that's fair. That's fair.
She does not want any emotional attachment because, like I said, if she wanted some emotion, she would not be fucking him on every single episode.
But do you think that's why she's okay with Zach having his baby? Because she doesn't really want any emotions involved? Do you think that's why she took him having this baby the way that she did? Because most
Yes,
women,
yes, I truly, truly do believe that. And by the way, y'all, did y'all like the video? Like the video. Like the video for me and Brittany giving y'all this excellent commentary. Yes, 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 I do.
but I don't. But then, if
Because
she's in it for the sex, then what is Zach's end game here? If that's what her end
Zach,
game is.
Zach's, Zach is not in it for any emotional ties either. Zach is in it for the puss. For the puss. For the good
But
stuff.
is it easier that way?
What I speaking from experience, is it easier that way? Speaking from an emotional guy standpoint, and speaking from somebody that just wanted sex, yes, it's very much easy. If you just want sex out the deal, that's easy. That ain't shit. To be honest,
But
because see, I was Karen. I'm sorry. I was Fatima and I was Zach at one point 3 years ago.
but why? But
That's
why?
how I
This is
know.
my thing, though. Why do that
Why do it?
to someone that you now? I understand people you don't know, but why do your friend like that?
Why do my friend like that? It's called it's called easy access.
But then,
Easy access. What you go? What are we
but that's
talking
low down.
about?
Like
What?
that's low down. That's low down.
She was using me and I was using her. Come on
Well,
now.
y'all both low down then. That's why y'all not friends for real. Y'all not friends. It's no way y'all friends doing each other like that. Cause friends ain't out here doing each other like that. That's
Man, listen, and we gonna have a separate video about this. We might come back with a separate video. Men and women are going to use each other.
but I
You're
understand that.
using
But
me just like I'm
from
using
the way
you.
you describe this person to how do you go from that's my ace in the hole to well now we're just
Brianna,
fooling each other.
Brianna, Brianna, she was my ace in the hole. I ain't gonna hold you. That's
But
somebody that I could. Oops, I said the name, but fuck it. That's somebody that I could. You know that song, Who Can I Run To? Yeah, she was somebody I could run to
but
share
I
this empty space.
but see this is interesting because you call me out for the way I look at friendship and say, "Oh, you just throw people to the wayside. Oh, you just don't care. Or you just," and you hold out here like, well, it was what it was. Do whatever, whatever. But yet you call me out.
I
You
didn't.
say I'm the bad guy. At least I'm honest about how I feel.
No, I was honest with Brianna about. Listen, this is just one thing, one
But
time.
how can y'all call yourself friends if y'all using each other?
We're not using each other anymore.
Any
We're
anymore.
okay.
Wow, that's just great. Yeah, we will choose each other, but we stop.
No, no, no. We're like let like I'm really getting like you're like, and now I got one viewer because people like to stay for the mess. But anyways, thumbs up the video while you at it. Will you thumbs it up? Um, like this is the thing you're not getting. Women gonna use men regardless. Men gonna use women regardless. We
But you don't
both
have
gonna
to.
get used at some
But
point.
you
That's
can't
what
call
you're not
somebody your friend
realizing. You're
that you using because you look like a liar. You look like you can't say, and neither can she. That's why I always said your friendship was fraudulent because
no. Our friendship wasn't fraught. Never mind. We're gonna get out of here. We're gonna get off there because
yeah,
this is
we gonna go now because see when you get to the meat and the potatoes, he wanna go.
good. Goodbye, y'all, and thumbs up the video. This video done ran
We
41
done got
minutes.
all off the track, honey, but we gonna do a separate video about that because I don't agree. I ain't never gonna do one of my homies that dirty.
I didn't do her dirty. We coming right back, y'all. We'll be right back after these messages.
We'll be right back.